Before we get into how great she is, we gotta get the name right. Trust me, it's a name you're gonna want to remember. Ndjakalenga Mwenentanda. 4 syllables in her first name and 4 in her last. A silent ND in Ndjakalenga, but you pronounce all the letters in Mwenentanda. Some call her Jack, but she prefers Ndjakalenga because it has meaning. It means the gift of luck. That's how Washington coach Jamie Parrish felt when Ndjakalenga decided to transfer from O'Gorman to Washington as a sophomore.
You know, sometimes it would be easy in a transfer situation. A kid comes in thinking that they're a little better, or their teammates weren't good enough, or they could come in with some baggage, but that's not her.
Whatever luck she was born with, she's multiplied with hard work.
I don't think anybody outworks her.
I wouldn't really call it luck, because it's like you just, I guess you can say that, but like it's like whatever you work for, you'll get.
She credits her hard work ethic to her mother, Mamisa.
Her role is like superwoman because she does everything, but
her mom came to the United States to play basketball collegiately at Old Dominion from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Her mother introduced her to basketball by taking her to the YMCA as a child and letting her dribble.
She's definitely a mentor and a guide and helps me out, not just with like regular basketball things, how the scheme of basketball works, but also like, how you recruited, how are you, present yourself as a basketball player and even as a person in general.
Ndjakalenga's stock soared playing AAU basketball for the Iowa Attack. Although the travel was tough, her mother supported her.
She said, yeah, if you're willing to keep working hard, take time to, keep getting better, then yeah, I'll keep taking you.
All the travel and hard work started to pay off. Several national scouting services consider her one of the top 25 seniors in high school basketball.
The uniqueness of someone who is 6'2", that can handle the ball and run the floor in transition, and she honestly, she can play all 5 spots.
She's hard to fit into a box on the court because she does so many things well. It's probably best to let her make her own comparison.
I would say Candace Parker. I might try to be like the same type of role leader as her, and even younger Candace Parker, when she was very dominant on both sides. She was on defense and on offense too. And I'd say also Kevin Durant.
National college powerhouses noticed her talent and started pouring in offers. Although it's what she wanted, the attention started to get stressful. In November of 2020, she announced her top 10 schools from the gaggle of offers that she'd received. UCLA, Clemson, Duke, Iowa State, Louisville, Maryland, Oregon, Stanford, Vanderbilt, and Texas were her final 10.
When I started narrowing down choices, it was helpful. It was a big relief. But then you still have that pressure of, now I narrowed it down. I need to keep working and see which colleges are most beneficial for me.
It only makes sense that the self-described female version of Kevin Durant would pick his alma mater to play at in college. Not only did it feel like home, she loved the coaching staff and their style of play. So on signing day 2021, Ndjakalenga made it official. She'd be a Longhorn at the University of Texas.
And then when I picked my decision, I just felt like it was in the back of my mind, like, yes, this is the place that I want to go.
Her mom encouraged her to find a place where Ndjakalenga felt at home and shared the same advice that she received from her father.
It's what you make of your destiny. You can always come back, That's what she told me, is I can always come back home, but, taking the opportunity when I can and, making the most of my career is really what she wanted the best from me, so.
Her future is bright, but she has one more season of high school hoops, and she aims to become more of a leader.
The leadership role is gonna be a thing that I need to step up, and I'm willing to take the challenge.
She just wants to be a part of the team. She high-fives her teammates. She reaches out to kids. And that's not just on our basketball team, that's in our hallways, that's in our building. She's a leader for a lot of kids in our building that have nothing to do with sports.
I'm more than an athlete.
Off court, she's involved with Black Student Union Empowerment, Student Council. She loves science class and spending time with family and hanging out with her friends.
You know, I have friends I talk to. I have hangouts I go to on the weekends and stuff like that. And yes, I dedicate so much time to getting better in basketball, but I also do have that other aspect of, you know, being a person.
There's a lot of kids that just gravitate towards her because of she's so welcoming, she's so open. You know, I say it's a good teammate because she's just a good human being. Whether she was an athlete or not, she'd be one of our best kids.
And joined now by Jason and Andera. And there have been a lot of really good high school girls basketball players from South Dakota over the years. But as far as ratings, you're talking about, I don't know who rates these players, but as far as being a top-rated player, she's up at the top?
She is in rare air, whether you're talking about girls basketball or boys basketball. She's a top 25 recruit in the nation. We haven't had that since Mike Miller back in the late 90s when he was rated as one of the top in the nation. Even, you know, we've got Mike Millers and we've got the Macy Millers and we've got others who have been very good players from this state, but nobody with that much potential as a high school player.
Lauren Ware at Bismarck, you mentioned, was a top 25 player, kind of in that
vein.
She
definitely
right?
was, yeah, but she's 6'5". You probably get a little more attention when you're that tall. Ndjakalenga at 6'2", playing guard, and just as fast as she is, she's an unbelievable talent.
And gets off the floor, and you said that she kind of trains differently than some high school girls players do?
Yeah, I think she takes more of a mentality of an overall athlete as a basketball player. She wants to be able to jump higher than anybody else on the court. And a lot of girls will train for speed, they'll train for power, but for jumping, not as many. Ndjakalenga, though, she can touch the rim, and that's something that not a lot of girls basketball players in the nation can say.
Yeah, and Texas was just the right fit for her, huh?
It was the right fit. She had so many suitors. She wanted to find a place a little bit outside of South Dakota. Like she said in the story, she can always come back, but Austin was just a great fit. The coaching staff, the style of play was huge for her. She wanted to get up and down the court.
All right, wishing her well. Appreciate it. Jason and Andera.
This has been Midco Sports Magazine, presented by Build Your Base with Beef Sports Nutrition and Training Program.